Hello everyone, my name is Matthew here with Crescent Vale. We're doing a self-graded card review of two different Fleer Metal Universes, 1998-1999 Dennis Rodman cards, and they are very close to condition. It's going to be a quick disclaimer. We cannot guarantee that the grades will cross over at the other grading companies at a particular grade. What we can say is these are the best grades, the best way of rating the condition of these cards. Just want to make sure I had the years right. Skybox, I believe this is the Fleer Metal Universe, number 62. So yeah, there's essentially each of these cards are going to represent, this is number on the right, 188, on the left, 189. So whenever you, if you do cross over and check out the eBay page, you'll see that we do a custom SKU for the card. And then yeah, if you're ever looking, you have to go into the details. So details, custom SKU, you can actually find the number of the card that's in the video if you're hunting. If you're doing that kind of hunts, we do a lot of Jordans. This is some Dennis Rodmans right here. Coming up is we'll have some Molten Metal cards. I'm getting to kind of be more of a fan of the Molten Metal set. And you have this Shaq here, and then you have this Iverson here. A little bit more of those micro scratches on the Iverson. So we have those two. We have another Dennis Rodman of that set. I have a Jordan 9 in the CGC. So kind of see some of the conditioning here and what they rate out at 9. So we will also check the surface and see how they look and how they rate their grades, and then how we will correlate that to some molten metals coming up. But right now we have Fleer Metal Universe, Dennis Rodman. This is just a base. But I really enjoy this card. Just the action shot, the colors, the background to it. Just about everything rocks and rolls. So 188 on the right first. We'll take a look at it. And we will start off by checking out the surface to the card. It looks like I have a fingerprint that needs to be cleaned up. Okay, now we're just looking for any flaws, anything else that might need to be cleaned. I don't really see a lot. It's a really nice surface to a card. Probably on the around 9.5 to 10 range for the surface on the front. We'll check out the surface on the back. And the surface on the back is very clean. Yeah, very nice on the surface. So 9.5 on the surface for this one. And if you see brown on my index finger on my left hand, I am a husband that will help tan his significant other when requested. So that is where that color comes into play. We're looking at edges and corners, and they're pretty sharp. Our corner's probably going to go 9, edges 9.5. Corners 9, edges 9.5. And then we're looking at the center, and we're looking at the distance from kind of this logo to the left to the side of the card and logo to the top. See like if there's anything else that would be a good anchor point. So there's also that room to the left of the copyright emblem, and then to the underneath the letter M on the far left. So basically checking out this symmetry of space is one good way of measuring space, and also from the C to the side of the card. So a little more room on the right side of the card. So going with a 9 on centering. So that number is 188. To the sides, technically, if you read the article later, it'll be the card on the right side, but neither here nor there. We'll start with surface on the front, check on the back. See if this is a piece of debris, because I don't think we saw that on the other leg. That's why it's always nice to have two of the same cards. So you can kind of see that this card on the left, it would be 189, has an imperfection on the knee area. So that'll drop the surface down to probably like a 8, 8.5. since it's a little more predominant, I'll probably go 8. I mean, the back surface is pretty clean. No real issues there. But since that does hit on the surface, the front surface, I think it implies a little bit more. It could be the same front or back, has any kind of damage like that. It brings it down certain grades. So the point is it an 8 or an 8.5 on surface? And I'm going to go 8 on surface for 189. Check out the corners and the edges. So those are some nice edges and corners. Very nice. Little bit of imperfections there, so I'll take it down to about a 9 on edges and probably a 9 on corners. And centering. We kind of divvied it up last time by this part right here. Yeah, that's a little better. We could go 9.5 on centering. All right, so now it's time to average out some grades. And between 9 and 8 is an 8.5, and between a 9.5 and 8.5 is a 9. So overall, this is a 9. And the first one we will rate out at 9.5. So the car on the right, 188, 9.5 overall. Car on the left, 9 overall. And thank you for watching. Find those little differences in these cards and doing more of the kind of similar stuff. How these next two in the molten metal, the Shaquille and Iverson, aren't the same card, but it's nice to have like multiple cards from that set to see like if these micro scratches are really more common than they are, and if they're not, then it's good to see it. Good to know where the imperfections lie in these cards when we do multiple editions of them. Well, thank you for watching. We also have what we have coming up in the near future, some more Dennis Rodman. There's this Dennis Rodman that has kind of an acetate look to it that I'm a big fan of. And then another molten metal. Kind of crack this out. This will be the next one that we grade, is this molten metal or that acetate. Haven't decided which yet. Probably the acetate and then the molten metal. But wow, hardly any micro scratches on this one. So that is a beaut. So those will be coming up. We'll do the 3 molten metals, maybe all in one video. We'll do the acetate next. Well, thank you for watching. Continue to watch, and have a great day.